Hi everyone. In this video, I will be showing you all how to go about with the installation of the Drupal 9. Uh, I'll be showing you all two ways to install Drupal 9. One is to download manually from the website, and another way is using the Composer. So first, let us look at what are the minimum requirements to install the Drupal 9. So we'll need a PHP 7.3 version, Apache server which is 2.4.7 or higher, and any of the following databases. Yeah. Uh, So I'm using a WAMP server uh, with a PHP version of 7.3.19. Yeah. So the first way I will show is like to download manually from the website the code. Like if you plan to build a website without any add-on modules that have complicated dependencies and all, that time like you can directly download the core software. So we just need to download this zip file over here, and where the WAMP server is there, inside any just name your folder and extract it over here. After extraction, you have to go over here on the browser. First, we will need to create a database and demo Drupal learning. I'll say okay, and I created the database. The next thing is we have to do localhost, and the path name is Drupal 9 learn. Good. So, so you all can see the web root of this. When I added over here, the web root was inside the directory itself for the project which I have downloaded from the website. And there is you can see that there is no web folder over here. Okay, so let's begin with the installation. First, we need to choose the language. So by default, English I'll select. To choose a profile, there are three options like standard, which gives you like some pre-configured features and all. Then minimal is meaning it doesn't give you the pre-configured functionality. And the third one is the it is a demo setup like for experimental site of in a food magazine. So what I will do is for this project, I'll install the standard one, and the one I'll be installing with the composer, I'll set the installation for the demo experimental site. Yeah. So let's save and continue. So the next step is like Drupal verifies whether the requirements are set as per what they are required. So after the confirmation, you can just continue. Uh, yeah. So now we need to select the database over here. So if I'm using MySQL, I'll be writing my database name is demo Drupal learning. So demo Drupal learning. Okay, the database username is mine is the root and password is blank, and I'll save and continue. And so now it will install the Drupal modules, basic modules which are there. So these are the most common modules which we are required. Those are I think which we use nearly in all projects, and all those are getting installed. Uh, The next step will be like to configure your site with uh, different like example like the site name, email address, and then you'll have to fill the details of your site. So Drupal and site it. I'm giving the email site email as my personal email. Okay. Yeah. And then this admin name you have to remember. If you want to log into your user the first, then you have to use this username and password. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the site email so you can add the same country I selected as India. Time zone I'm selecting as Kolkata. Yeah. So then there is some checkbox for update notification. So whenever an update for your core modules comes, you can check this and keep so that you receive an email about it. So I'm just checking and keeping those and save and continue. Yeah. So now your setup is complete for Drupal 9. So you're already logged in into your admin. So as you all can see, the different menus and all are over here. So since yeah, so this will give it a vhost. We'll set a vhost for this so that we don't need to use this local host again like a short virtual host. So add the name over here. What will give it as Drupal 9. Drupal 9 learning.sj. The path will have to give it over here till this inside the directory since it is the web root of this project and slash, yeah, and start creating the list. So now we'll have to restart our server, and use this virtual host. And once the server gets restarted, use this virtual host to access the site. Um, no, it's still running, getting restarted. Okay. So once this turns green, we can add a virtual host what we have created. Uh, I'll just add an yeah, yeah, it is started. So I'll just hit this URL and yeah, you are into your. You can see the your setup is done. So now since I've created a virtual host, it has logged me out, like so it is like for front end a non-admin user, you can see. So if you want to log in, you can just click over here login, or you can just add slash user and try to log in. Yeah, so you have to put the username which you have added while setting up the Drupal project. So my username is admin and password. You see, I'm logged in as the admin for this project. As I can see all the admin functionalities over here. Yeah. So okay. So I guess we understood why when do we manually download the core software and set up the Drupal. Yeah. So now we'll try the second method. which is using the composer. So to install using the composer, there are commands like this: composer create project, Drupal recommended project, and the project name what you want to give. So I want to give it a learn to cook. So this will download the yeah. So this will download the official current one, the stable version. But if you want a specific version project, then you can specify the versions also over here. So I'll go with the stable one, and so for to install using Composer, first you need to have a Composer installed on your system. Yeah. So then I'll go to the www web server www and then I'll run the command composer create project. Yeah. Drupal and the Drupal recommended project and learn to cook is the my directory. Yeah. Yeah. So this will take a few minutes to get install the meaning to download the project. So when do we install using the composer? So if you are building a site that might use modules with which have like dependencies and all, we should use composer to install, as the composer will manage the dependency properly, and it will download for you instead of you going and manually like downloading those. So as you can see, this is getting installed. And one more thing while installing from the composer will be that web root of your project will be inside this web folder. Okay, so the core and all this getting downloaded now. So it will take a few minutes. Uh, yeah, so all the dependencies and got installed now using the composer. So you look at the message like this. So you can see that all the core module profile settings and all have been installed, meaning downloaded over here. The next thing we have to do is like go and create a database for it. So I will create a new database to cook. Okay, we have created the database. Now the next thing is we have to go look to the path. Since the web root of the this is inside the web, so we have to write it as localhost slash learn to cook slash web slash. Yeah. So it will give out the install.php page. So we have to choose the language as English. Save and continue. So since we have already installed the standard one for the previous installation of Drupal, I'll choose the demo version uh, of the Drupal site. Yeah, so this is a Udemy Pura magazine. It is an experimental thing with some content created already existing on there. So I'll create that. You have to just save and continue. So it will verify all the if all the requirements are proper, and then you have to continue add the database name. So name was done to cook. Use name is my root, path is blank. So save and continue, and now it will install the modules which are required for the demo site. So yeah, that is there. So then we will also create a virtual host for this after the installation is complete. Yeah, so after this module installation is complete, the next step is to configure your site with the name, email, and other details. So that will start. Okay, uh, this will just take a few moments. Right? Yeah, so now next thing is to configure site. So site name will be Unami full name, email address you can put yours or the site uh, email address if you have got any specific one. Username and password you need to set so that you can log in. Country you have to select. And update notification if you need whenever there are updates for the core or any of the modules. So save and continue now. We are now finishing the updating of the configuration. Those yeah, and yeah, our site, this experimental site is ready. So we are already logged in as admin over here. So this experimental site already has the contents and some of the content types created and for demo purposes. So next thing is we'll give this site also a virtual host. Yeah, so add a virtual host. So I'll name the site as .sj. And here the path will be till the web root which is inside this web folder. The previous one was only till the main directory. Yes. So now we'll have to restart our web. Okay. We'll copy this virtual host name over here. Let's wait here for we'll wait for the web server to restart and turn green. Yeah, once our web server all services starts to run, you have to hit the URL, virtual host URL, what we have said, run to cook.sh. Yeah. It will be, you'll see the screen as a non-administrator. So if you want to log in, you can just slash user or just click on the login over here and put the username and the password what you have added when doing the setup. And you'll be logged in as the admin. Yeah, so I guess we are clear like there's two ways how to install the Drupal 9. So the first way we tried like to download manually the core software from the website. This is because we don't want we want to build a site without add-on modules that have like very complicated dependencies. And the second one was like we tried to install it using Drupal setup using the Composer, where we had some modules which had like many different dependencies which were already installed by the Composer while setting it up. Yeah. So that's it in this video. If you all have any question, then your questions or issues, you all can just comment. So we can answer and get back to you. Thank you.